From Kern Government Television, welcome to this week's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting, originating from the County Administrative Center located at 1115 Truxtun Avenue, Bakersfield, California. Kern County's vision is to create and maintain a customer-centered county government designed to garner the confidence, support, and trust of the people we serve. Today's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting will convene momentarily.
Good morning, everybody. Board reconvenes. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Supervisor Gleason.
Here.
Supervisor Scrivener.
Here.
Supervisor Maggard.
Here.
Supervisor Couch.
Here.
Supervisor Perez.
Here.
We're going to start off this morning with a salute to the flag by our own Mr. Russell Johnson at Common Sense Consulting and a former field representative for Supervisor Maggard. Please remain standing for a moment of silence, or prayer, meditation, what do you prefer.
Please place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We're going to kick this morning's meeting off with a review of the consent agenda. Agendas are up on the tables by the doors as you enter, so please help yourself to one so you can follow along with us. All items listed with a CA above the item number are considered to be routine and non-controversial by county staff. Consent items will be considered first and may be approved by one motion if no member of the board or audience wishes to comment or ask questions. If comment or discussion is desired by anyone, the item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered in listed sequence with an opportunity for any member of the public to address the board concerning the item before action is taken. So going through the consent agenda under appointments, item number 2. Under departmental requests, clerk of the board, items 6 through 13. County Administrative Office, Human Resources Division, item 14. County Council, 15 and 16. District Attorney, 17 and 18. Employers, Training, Resources, 19 through 21. Public Health Services, 22 through 28. Emergency Medical Services Division, item 29. Sheriff's Department, 30 through 32. And item 33, I'm going to read a correction into the agenda, and the agenda item is this, has been changed from what you read to what I'm going to say now. Request to employ retired county employee Martin Downs as a special duty, step E, for the period expiring June 30, 2017, or 960 hours, whichever occurs first, effective October 29, 2016. So that item is also on consent agenda. And item number 34. Anyone in the public wishing to pull any of these items off the consent agenda, now's your opportunity. Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board for comment, thoughts, and a vote.
Motion on consent.
Second. Please cast your votes.
Motion is approved. All ayes.
Outstanding. Brings us to item number 1. Under resolutions and proclamations, proclaim October 19th, 2016 as National Bioenergy Day in Kern County. Supervisor Perez.
Thank you. Motion on proclamation.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
Motion is approved. All ayes.
Hi there. See you. Hello. It's very good to see you. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Good morning, staff. Today is an opportunity to proclaim and think about all of the exciting energy creativity we have right here in Kern County as we proclaim October 19, 2016 as National Bioenergy Day in Kern County. We have with us today Stu Welch, Environmental Safety and Health Manager for Mount Poso Cogen, Maynard Adams, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
He is not able to attend this.
Okay, Maynard Adams is a plant manager, and Emily McPherson, land and legal analyst, McPherson Energy Corporation, excuse me. I am really excited to proclaim National Bioenergy Day in Kern County. Bioenergy is the creation of power, heat, and fuel from low-value organic material like forestry residuals and agricultural byproducts. National Bioenergy Day is celebrated to create awareness that in addition to serving as a major domestic energy source, bioenergy generates tens of thousands of jobs, many of them in rural communities, and industry stakeholders work together to keep American forests healthy, putting organic byproducts like forest trimmings, industry byproducts, and agricultural residuals to excellent use. In addition, bioenergy helps keep our environment and water clean. The future of energy in America is certainly in renewables, and Kern County is at the forefront of that industry, creating over 50% of California's renewables. Over 50% of California's renewables. So while many others talk a big game in renewables, Kern County is actually doing it and delivering it. And today we celebrate one of the many forms in which we do so. So on behalf of the Board of Supervisors, I would like to commend Stu Welch and Maynard Adams at Mount Poso Cogen and Emily McPherson at McPherson Energy Corporation for the work they do and the jobs they provide here in Kern County and in taking us into the next generation of energy production and job creation. Thank you. Board of Supervisors of the County of Kern, State of California has officially proclaimed October 19, 2016 as National Bioenergy Day in Kern County, and this recognition has been entered into the official board minutes and signed by our very honorable chairman, Mr. Mick Gleason. So, thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor.
The floor is yours.
Thank you, Supervisor Perez. Mount Poso Cogeneration Company would like to thank the Board of Supervisors for this recognition. And on behalf of our partners, DTE Energy Services and McPherson Energy Corporation, extend an open invitation to the board and their staff to please visit the plant at any time. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good work. It's awesome.
Good job, Supervisor Perez. Brings us to item number 3, public presentations. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons to address the board on any matter not on this agenda, but under the jurisdiction of the board. Board members may respond briefly to statements made or questions posed. They may ask a question for clarification, make a referral to staff, or request staff to report back to the board at a later meeting. Also, the board may take action to direct the staff to place a matter of business on a future agenda. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes. Anybody wanting to take opportunity of this public presentation, come on down.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, my name is Francis Moore, and I'm here today as a follow-up of a few weeks ago, just as an opportunity to say thank you. Thank you so much for the support you have given us in our program. Thank you for allowing us to display our artwork, which is my point number 2. If you look out in the rotunda, we have some artwork out there. It is a small portion of the artwork created by these young men and women. Several of them are like, oh, I just need one more day to finish my artwork, so we didn't get it all out there, but they are really excited about our third point, and that is the art auction and display, which is in conjunction with our open house. It's at the Bridges Academy. There are flyers like this out on the tables. I brought some last time, but if you need some more, I will get them to you. This is really, again, it's just an amazing program where these kids fund the supplies and other things for public school. I mean, that's an amazing thing. You know, we hear about the teachers giving in, which they do. They donate so much of their own time and effort and money. And now the students are doing it well. And what an amazing proclamation to our country, our nation, when the parents, the teachers, and the children produce such an incredible program. I wanted to tempt you just a little bit this morning. I was outside looking at some of the artwork. It is both on the front of the board and on the back. And then we have some new mediums this year. We've got some woodworking. We've got some engraving. It's incredible stuff. There was one photo out there, or one painting out there, that really touched me. And the young lady who painted it it tells such a picture. It's a young woman standing off to the side of the frame with just darkness, such despair. And we all can interpret that painting as we would, but just take a look at it and see the emotion that goes into some of this artwork. It's incredible. There was another one that really touched me, and again, we all interpret things our own way, but to me, it is our Lord being taken down from the cross by the women who were sitting at the foot of the cross all those hours watching that pain and suffering. And that's how that one piece touches me. It's incredible. Take a look at it, let it interpret itself for you, and then encourage folks to come to our art auction, spend some time, spend some money. The simple presence of some of our attorneys in our bar association last year, even if they didn't bid, the fact that they were there really inspired these young men and women. So come down. For them to see a member of the board or one of your representatives is really incredible. It really touches them. So thank you again. I've gone over once again. Thank you. God bless you all. And take care.
Thank you, Francis. Yes. Mr. Perez.
Thank you. Can you reiterate the date again, please?
November 3rd, and I'm going to apologize because I didn't bring my glasses. It is November 3rd. It is from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Bridges Academy. I hope this isn't on film. 301 East 18th Street. I would work better. So, yes.
Okay, excellent. And also, my office will be making a contribution.
Awesome.
My chief of staff will be in communication with you, but we've made that commitment, so very excited. And I look forward to seeing the young people so proud of their work on November 3rd. So thank you again for all you do. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. Anybody else? Okay, seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board for board member announcements.
Real quick, I'm sorry, Mr. Moore, I just got a text from my chief of staff. If you could head up to my office now, it would be so helpful. That way, just you guys are on the same page. She needs to ask you a couple questions.
Absolutely.
5th floor.
Absolutely.
Nicole, thank you.
Right there. Thank you.
That's my announcement.
That's a good one. Okay, no other announcements. We'll go to item number 5 on the clerk of the board, selection of California State Association of Counties Board of Directors members for 2017. Ms. Kraus.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Each year, the California State Association of Counties requests the election of representatives for all California counties to serve on the CSAC Board of Directors. Your board will need to elect one member and one alternate member for a one-year term before the annual CSAC conference in November. Currently, Supervisor Perez serves as your primary member, and Supervisor Gleason is the alternate. Therefore, it's recommended that your board appoint a member and an alternate member to the CSAC Board of Directors and direct the clerk of the board to provide notification to CSAC. Thank you. I'm available for any questions.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyone in the public? I guess not. No one's here. So bring it back to the board for a thought and a consideration and a vote. Supervisor President.
Chairman, thank you so much. I am an officer of CSAC, which means that Kern County would get an additional representative for the Board of Directors. And I know Supervisor Chairman Gleason, you've been active and present. It would be such a delight. The CSAC leadership has asked me to ask you if you would serve as the member because I am now an officer, which means I am no longer on the Board of Directors, but an officer of the organization. So you would be fantastic.
So I would be the primary. You're an officer now.
Yes.
So that means you're no longer qualified for these positions. We need a primary and an alternate.
That's correct.
Beyond you, because you're an officer.
That's correct.
Okay.
So I would make a motion for Supervisor Gleason, Chairman Gleason, excuse me.
I'd be thrilled.
Oh, awesome.
But I don't mean to interrupt your motion, but before you make the motion, how about is there any other thoughts? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And I would, I know Supervisor Maggard, when I came on board, was very active in CSAC and is very respected amongst our CSAC peers. I don't know if it's a consideration at this time, but certainly I think you'd be great, and of course any member of this board would be great. So as our primary, I think our chairman makes a lot of sense, but certainly open to whomever is interested in delving into the weeds of a policy that comes down from the state and of course implemented through the political arm of the counties has major impact on us and how we do business. So certainly relevant and important. So would you accept the primary, Chairman?
Yes, I on a couple of conditions. I have to be completely honest with you. I'd be thrilled. I would be thrilled. I think I would be good at it because I've done this before. But I have this GSA thing going on that is taking an enormous amount of my time, and if I'm going to assume this responsibility, I'm going to fulfill it 100% of the time, and I will be there at those meetings. And so that may impact my ability to perform on other committees that I provide. I got like 9 other committees, and so I will gladly accept this primary if you guys want to. I need a secondary, and then I need you all to understand that when we vote for committees coming up in January, committee assignments, that I need some latitude.
Absolutely. And Supervisor, the work being done in CSAC on the Sigma implementation is really close to the governor's administration and hands-on, and it would really be a unique opportunity for you to influence that process at the state.
I'd be thrilled. I need an alternate, and then I'm going to need a motion.
Supervisor Maggard, you were, I remember, great leadership in my first year in CSAC, so I think you'd be excellent alternative. Excellent.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
The motion is approved, all ayes.
Thank you, Supervisor Perez. Thanks a bunch. I think that brings us to the end, and we're ready to look for motion to adjourn to closed session.
So moved.